Today we're going to analyze the case of luxury brand Burberry. My name is Chang and I will analyze the external environment of Burberry and the first critical problem that Burberry was facing. And Luke will talk about the threats and opportunities of Burberry and the second critical problem. And then Fold and Ali will provide the solution and its action plan, and Noah will evaluate the solution at the end. External environment. Let's start with the customer analysis. Among Burberry's customers, some of them are hedonists who want to show their identity through luxury goods. And some of them are utilitarian who really thinks that the product of Burberry has a better quality. Most customers of Burberry are Chinese. However, after the terrorist attack in Paris and Brussels, Chinese tourists to Europe have been reduced. Also, as the current luxury brand are becoming more and more fashionable, young people are more attracted to it and have a greater potential to consume it. And let's move to the market trends now. The former CEO of Burberry, Arendt, mentioned that 60% of the world's population was under 30 and their most high net worth customer in the market. With the development of the information technology, online shopping and marketing have become more and more popular. In this regard, Burberry has done a good job, which gained a large number of fans through social media. Arendt and her team realized very early that Burberry's future depends on targeting the millionaire markets. And now let's move to the Porter 5 forces. For threats of potential entrants. In the luxury goods industry, the entry barrier for new companies is very high because luxury goods need to have a strong cultural heritage, a long history, and a symbolic design to be able to convince customers to buy their product with an expensive price. Then the bargaining power of customer is high, as most luxury stores are clustered in the same area and they offer the similar type of products. The switching cost for customers is very low. Customers can easily change their mind to choose another brand. And there are not many threats of substitute in the luxury goods industry. The reason for this is most of customers who choose to buy luxury goods are to show their status. And this kind of psychological certification cannot be replaced by normal brand or products. Then is the bargaining power of supplier. As a famous luxury brand, Burberry's products are made of very high quality raw material, and this leads to a high requirement for suppliers. And if the famous brand like Burberry want to change suppliers, their cost of switching supplier is high. Therefore, the bargaining power of supplier is also very high. And lastly, competitive analysis. As a luxury brand, Burberry has many competitors in the industry, such as Louis Vuitton. Unlike the strategy of Burberry that sell their out-of-season product at a discount price, Louis Vuitton destroyed the unsold product instead. That is why Louis Vuitton's products are always more exclusive and attractive to customers.
This brings us to the opportunities and threats of Burberry. Burberry has found itself at the behest of a constantly shifting global marketplace, drastically altered by the events on the global stage, such as the change in consumer tastes and geopolitical strife. Businesses are often highly susceptible to the dynamic geopolitical and socioeconomic factors of the region they operate in, with Burberry being no exception. The best example of this is the effect of the Hong Kong protests, with the ramifications of these being characterized by market analysts as currency gyrations and political unrest, which as a result has severely affected Burberry's ability to operate in the region. Consumer choice has obviously varied geographically, with Burberry having the opportunity to take this reality as an opportunity to mold their retail experience to fit the region of operation. The best example of this is within the Chinese market, with consumers seeking products that offer experiences, newness, greater authenticity, and storytelling, with Burberry needing to adapt in order to exploit this opportunity. Next, we have the situational analysis. Burberry's overall situational analysis reflects the company's inherent strengths, identifying its global operations and strong social media presence in order to illustrate this. Although this is counteracted by its internal failings, including a weak product line and the failure to take advantage of said global operations. Furthermore, the analysis reiterates the core problems of Burberry's current operating practices, highlighting increasing levels of competition and the high bargaining power of buyers, yet also poses opportunities within further development of global operations, and finally, the necessary capital at hand enabling the expansion of the current product line.
One of the most important problems that Burberry was facing is, as a luxury brand, they frequently use discount and even open outlet store to dispose their out-of-season products. and the design of their product is not fashionable as other luxury brands. This leads to Burberry's brand's image to no longer be as noble and exclusive as it used to be, and it is further behind the top luxury brand like Louis Vuitton. This has led to many customers think Burberry can no longer satisfy them.
The next critical problem is Burberry's failure in the Chinese marketplace. It is abundantly clear that Burberry is experiencing significant hardship in the development of their East Asian operations. Yet we believe it is more than possible for Burberry to remedy this and even excel in the market with their current resources and capabilities. Consumer attention in the region is suffering drastically, attributed to both internal factors such as Burberry's product range being limited, as well as multiple market analysts connecting the idea of poor sales figures in the region directly to the limited options as well as specific needs demanded by consumers, which is not being met by the business in the region. Finally, it would be remiss to ignore the political unrest, having no tangible business solution necessitating out-of-the-box remedies in order to succeed.
Solution to critical problem 1. Burberry must reposition its brand within the luxury market, and it has been devalued by internal business decisions such as opening factory outlets and providing significant discounts on some items. Other designer brands such as Louis Vuitton and Gucci do not reduce or discount any of their products whatsoever and are hence successful and highly desirable and sought after. However, in Burberry's case, their product range has decreased in desirability over the years and has become less exclusive and more accessible to everyone. Burberry has the means to close their factory outlets and open new and revamped flagship stores in proximity of other luxury brands such as LV and Gucci. This will in turn reinstate the luxury feel and perception of Burberry amongst consumers and create a sense of exclusiveness. In addition, Burberry should create new and trendy clothing, which is highly sought after in the market, whilst making limited quantities of each product to increase demand for the brand and create a more exclusive experience. With the release of limited quantities, it creates a scarce environment around the brand and sense of exclusiveness as not everybody can purchase their items. Furthermore, Burberry can propel their brand even further by having endorsements with high-profile celebrities and social media influencers, which are regarded highly in the fashion industry. The creation of new and trendy styles will work in tandem with endorsements from celebrities as they have a wide reach to many potential consumers and influence many people to want to look like them. Such endorsements will serve as a platform to show off the brand's new and trendy items and create awareness amongst consumers. When influencers and celebrities are wearing a brand clothing, it gains a lot of traction and talk about the brand, and many people become interested as they believe that they must have that item as well. In addition, when famous people wear a product or designer brand, the image of that brand becomes regarded highly, and many people tend to want to purchase it or aspire to have it. Similarly, Burberry can also release strictly limited collaborations with other brands like LV and Supreme have done, or Gucci and the North Face. This will in turn create a more awareness of the brand and increase demand, whilst alleviating the brand's prior misconceptions.
So I'll be addressing two solutions to critical problem 2. In regards to the first solution, Burberry can create personal experience for consumers by retraining all their staff in East Asia to meet consumers from the first point of entrance into the store till they have exited. Staff must be trained to listen to the consumer's interests and understand precisely what the customer is looking for and meet them at the point of purchase. Burberry from here can look to increase its luxurious product range by introducing new and trending products that cater for the Asian market and to the millennial target market. Furthermore, like Louis Vuitton VIP rooms, Burberry should incorporate this into their stores to revamp their image and create a more luxury experience for its most loyal customers. Burberry can create a floor for its most loyal customers and VIP members with exclusive clothing and accessories. In regards to my second solution, in China, many websites and social media apps cannot be used such as Instagram or Facebook. Burberry must discover the most popular media platform in China and then create its own account on the platform to promote it. Secondly, Burberry marketers need to understand Chinese history and communicate with designers to design products related to the Chinese culture and release them exclusively in China or Asia during special festivals.
Evaluating critical problem 1 solutions. Brand repositioning generally requires a large amount of servicing to successfully complete. To shift the positioning of a well-established brand which roots deep into rich exclusive fashion history will call on a brand overhaul. However, the proposed repositioning will be shifting from a fallen luxury brand to a reshaped and renewed classical return. This approach would be a large and consequential decision for Burberry, as it risks lots of capital and other resources on a strategy which might not work. Furthermore, A change in design approaches might shake old customers who appreciate the Burberry look and not gain many new ones from new designs. Brand ambassadors are a great way to integrate aspirational reference groups into customer perception. Hitting notes of brand exclusivity through partnering with high-rolling celebrities is an effective strategy. On the other hand, brand ambassadors have limitations and possible problems. The use of a brand ambassador or celebrity endorsement is to mentally correlate the celebrity with the brand. Developing new customer experiences to foster a feeling of luxury is a valuable trait among luxury brands. So modeling a sophisticated customer experience is a hallmark of luxury shopping. Creating this experience will also allow Burberry to garner a greater essence of prestige and, an extension, assist in changing its current positioning. However, there might be resistance to spending resources on staff training and store refurbishments. Similarly, there is the risk of becoming seen an adopter of service experiences from other neighboring luxury brands and therefore add ideas on originality. China is a valuable market for Burberry. China's leading digital space is the super app WeChat. WeChat is an effective way to succinctly market to a large Chinese population. Similarly, Burberry taking an approach of designing products which include elements of Chinese culture and history can be vital in capturing more market share in the region. However, WeChat has numerous concerns brought against it, alleging to be a tool for modern mass surveillance and a propagator for pro-Chinese propaganda. This might splash back onto Burberry's brand image. Shifting designs in the Chinese market to have these Chinese elements, it may be a problem that the brand shifts away from its selling point, a British exclusive brand.
Action plan for solution 1. The first action plan for Burberry is to eliminate negative consumer perceptions about the brand in relation to its lack of designer feel and exclusivity. The goal aimed for is ensuring Burberry is still viewed as a designer brand with superior quality and has an exclusive feel. Burberry must redirect their focus to alleviate the brand name, and the first step is by removing their factory outlets completely to stop the over-circulation and supply of their products, as it devalues the brand. The elasticity of supply and demand for designer items is relatively inelastic, as consumers strive to purchase such items for various purposes such as exclusivity, quality, and status. New stores to open should be located in the heart of central cities, such as George Street in Sydney, Fifth Avenue in New York, and Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive. For the opening of the new flagship stores, events should be held to commemorate the brand and bring a crowd to gain publicity. Within the next year, Burberry should try to achieve at least one flagship store in several states across the markets where they excel, such as Asia, the United States, and Europe. In addition, once Burberry has curated a list of people in important markets who will effectively expose their brand, they will reach out, offering a partnership with free Burberry clothes accompanied with remuneration. These ambassadors should be held onto for a year to consolidate the link between the figure and Burberry. Throughout this period, Burberry will send new and exclusive products for the ambassadors to wear and post on social media.
I'll be addressing the action plan for my first solution. In order to gauge and develop Burberry's customer experience, customers will be asked to quickly fill out a quick survey available 24 hours after their first purchase in order to give consumers an incentive. In order to give the consumers an incentive to fill this out, they'll be provided with an exclusive access to new and upcoming releases before others. Moreover, the new training required for employees will be aimed to roll out within the next 6 months, and all new employees will also be required to undertake this training for the inevitable future. Additionally, the new and exclusive VIP rooms will be looked to establish in flagship stores across East Asia within the next 3 months. For my second solution, since Chinese people will shop before Chinese New Year, Burberry will launch exclusive products related to the Chinese culture. This plan will last for 5 months from November to March. Since each Chinese New Year have different representative animals, and the traditional Chinese New Year custom is that people will set off firecrackers, these can be the themes of the products released for this plan. Burberry designers can start using the Chinese elements to design products. Since Chinese New Year is in winter, trench coats and scarves will be the focus for the designers. The most mainstream social media platforms in China are WeChat and Weibo, which are very similar to Facebook and Instagram. As such, new designs will be launched on these platforms, and as Chinese New Year is January, from the end of January to the beginning of February, so Burberry will release their products in about mid-January. Thank you.